Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm just going to wait for everybody to come in. I'm officially live today. So let's get started. Let's get rolling. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up as you come in. And we will go from there. From my end, as usual, I want to share the live stream. And let's get it rolling. Happy Sunday and happy Easter. If you join, let me know where you're watching me from. And let's get it rolling, guys. So like I said, I just want to share from my side. Hope your day is going great. It's actually an amazing week because the weather is, changing. Things are warming up and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. It's an amazing day. If you can hear me well, let me know. I'm just going to go ahead and boom. So happy Sunday, everybody. Nice having you on board. It's always a pleasure having you around. I look forward, to these live streams with you all. I'm so excited today because it's a special day, actually. It is a special day. So guys, I'm just sharing, like I said, today I want us to really talk about an important topic. I want us to talk about how to make your relationship work. A lot of people want their relationships to work. A lot of people are out here, they want, things to really move on, perfect, fantastic, and all of that. But why is it that some relationships are actually failing? Why is it that a lot of people, they put in a lot into their relationships, but it doesn't work out the way they plan for it to? So what's really causing that? I want us to really talk about that today, guys. And, let's just dive into it. I'm sharing, I'm almost there. Yep. So why is it that a lot of people have failed relationships? I don't know, like, why can my mother just move? So why is it that a lot of people have failed relationships? This gets me thinking, because almost every time when you come on social media, you see lots of people, like, in quotes, relationship goals. You see a lot of people that'll be like, oh my God, couple goals, and all those kind of goal inclined kind of things. Like, a lot of people tell you, oh, this is couple goals. Oh my gosh, this is this, that is that. And this gets me thinking, why is it that the people that we think that their relationships are perfect, why is it that at the end of the day the relationship just doesn't work out? This gets me thinking, guys. I'm sharing once more. I just want to share on my Facebook, and we'll dive into it. So this always gets me thinking, like, oh my gosh, these people that we look up to, these people that, we think and say, oh my gosh, this is a couple goal, or this person is the best thing that can ever happen to anybody and all whatnot. Their relationship just broke up. You see a lot of people, celebrities, a lot of people here and there, and we look up to these people. We think and believe that they're demigods or semi-gods and all of that. But the relationship is not working out as well. They have a lot and lot of things, that we look up to them for. But at the end of the day, what happens? That relationship just doesn't work out. Why? Because it's not probably supposed to be, because they were incompatible and so many reasons. Well, today I'm not going to really dive into why relationships don't work out and all whatnot. That could probably be a separate video, where we talk about why is it that people's relationships don't really last. But today I want us to talk about how to make your own relationship, work out, how to make your relationship last. Because as it stands, a lot of people are out there, that have failed relationship. However, there's so many people as well that have a good and thriving relationship as well, right? There's this thing, I always tell my friends and people around me, just because there's counterfeit money, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't use money or you shouldn't use cash at all, right? There's counterfeit money, so it's original. So just because a law, or just as many people's relationships are failing, other people are out here enjoying their, relationship, having the best time of their lives and all of that. If you are watching, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're watching me platform, guys. So before we really dive into it, I just want to give this intro out there. I just want to let you watching me know that for a relationship to work out, it needs and it involves a lot of work. So, first of all, you have a very grown adult, right, on the other side, and they are grown, they have their way of doing things or doing stuff. You can't just change them overnight. Okay? So on the other side, you have another person. They are also grown adults. They like things going their way. They have their own things moving in their lives, right? So now two people from two different parts of the world come together and they meet. What is going on? They just met. So what's going on? Are they just going to make like nothing? Okay, now let's look at it from this other angle, right? You're used to things going your way. Let's say you're a lady, you're used to things going your way. And you meet this guy who is used to things going their way. Now, two people meet and they are used to things going each other's way. Nobody wants their partner to have things go their way. Will that relationship work out? Because, first of all, like I said, for any relationship to work out, or if you want your relationship to work out, I'm telling you, you must put in a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work. When I say a lot of work, it's not just a day's job work. It's like you need to put in a lot of work, a lot of commitment, a lot of things, guys. Today we'll actually, really dissect those things. But right now, I'm just, laying the foundation and stuff like that. And I want you to know that for your relationship to even work, for you to even be in a relationship with somebody, you have to know yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, and I always say this all the time, you have a reason why you are here on earth, right? You have a reason why you're here on earth. I do have a reason, a purpose. So for your relationship to work out, you need to know yourself. You need to know who you are. When I'm talking about knowing yourself and all whatnot, what do I really mean? Knowing yourself means that you don't just know like, okay, this is me and all whatnot. No. Knowing yourself is more of like, okay, this is what I want to do in life. You have plans set out. If you don't even have goals that you are setting for yourself, if you don't even have plans that you're setting for yourself, I'm telling you that you as an individual, you cannot even be in a relationship. You are that kind of person who is like, give me, give me, give me. You are not like, okay, I can also bring something to the table. I always say this all the time. Being in a relationship is not about age, because you can see a 40-year-old girl who doesn't even know nothing, but you can see a 20-year-old girl who knows what they already want out of life or in life. Why am I giving this example? Is just to tell you, or is just to show you that you need to know who you are, what you are. You need to know what you like. There was even a time in my life, I don't even know what I liked. Like, sometimes life makes you, like, life can twist you, right? So much so that you don't even know what you like. You don't know what you are about. You don't even know what you want to do in life. Like, okay, one day at a time, okay, today's over, the next day, and life just keeps going. No, there's more to life than that. You need to study yourself, know both your body chemistry, know what you like in life. You have to know like everything about you. Do you like going out on a date? Do you like movies? Do you like being at home more? What do you really like? Right? You need to sit down and think about all these things. What do you like? Who are you? What are you? What are you all about? Right? What is your plan, your future goals? What is it? Is it like, maybe I'm just going to be like this, or I'm just going to take it one day at a time and all those kind of stuff, guys? So you need to know yourself. You need to know what you're about. You need to know what you are doing in life. Okay. So without further ado, I know we've spoken about you have to know yourself. You have to know what you like, what you don't like, because if you don't know these things, your relationship cannot even work, because you don't even know yourself. You don't know what you like, what you are all about. So, and I made it very clear already that for a relationship to work out, you need to work on that relationship. So now let us dive into, how to make a relationship work. How can you actually increase intimacy in your relationship. This gets me thinking, first of all, we are all humans, right? We are all humans. We all love, like I always say this all the time, that you are not an island. You are not just meant for decoration, like, okay, so that no, we are all humans. We are meant to love and be loved. Remember, it will never be a relationship if two people are not, coming together to make that relationship work. Right? So with that being said, I want us to talk about the very first thing to make your relationship work. The very first thing to make your relationship work is communication. I know I sound like like saying the same things over and over sometimes. Communication is a bedrock of your relationship. If you cannot even communicate with your partner, I'm telling you that relationship is not even going to work, because hey, let's come to think about it. If you cannot communicate, first of all, communication is the simplest yet is the most difficult thing. Communication does not necessarily mean yelling. It doesn't necessarily mean screaming. It doesn't necessarily mean like shouting and fighting for you to communicate. It's as simple as talking, which is like the most difficult thing that can ever happen to you or to your relationship. But it's going to be the best thing ever. If you are in a relationship and you cannot communicate with people, then I'm telling you that relationship is not going to work. Why? Because you need to communicate. You don't only need to communicate, you need to talk things out. Oh, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm planning to do in the next year of your relationship. Communication is so simple. It's the most difficult thing that can happen to you, but it's the best thing that can happen to you, because when you begin to communicate in your relationship, things will begin to go easy, smoother than you can ever think, imagine, or even fathom. Communication is very important. So the next thing, that I want to talk about that will actually make you as an individual to boom, like, hey, be happy in your relationship. Because if your relationship is going good, it's all dandy and all of that, somewhat, because like I always say, there's no perfect relationship out there if you cannot even communicate. So, and I always say this all the time, for any relationship to move forward, your relationship has to be grounded and rooted in God, because God himself is love. So if your relationship is found out of the love of God or out of God, that relationship is not going to be a perfect relationship. I'm telling you. So for your relationship to, actually move well and be what you really want it to be, there should be some form of acknowledgement in your relationship. So what am I trying to say? If you are in a relationship with somebody and all along you're always like this person, you never acknowledge your partner, you never appreciate your partner, you never do anything in that relationship to make sure that you know and do your best to let your partner know that you acknowledge them, that relationship is not also going to work. Because if you are this person who is so tight-fisted and you never, you're not just tight-fisted like monetarily, even with your words, you can never appreciate your partner, telling them, oh, you did a good job today, oh, you're well dressed, like you cannot compliment your partner, then that relationship, I'm telling you that your relationship will not work. Because for you to make things work, like the example I gave, that you always want things to go your way. So when things go your way, what's next? What are you doing? Okay, yeah, things over, you want things to go your way, good and fine. Do you appreciate your partner? Do you make them know that they are worthy? Do you make them know that they are loved in your words, in your action? I always say this, that, hey, talk is cheap. Okay, talk is cheap. Anybody, whenever, however, they can always say whatever they want whenever. But when you start talking all those things that you talk to people, do you make your partner know that you love them? Do you make your partner know that you respect them? Do you make your partner know that you respect them, you value them? And this can, talk is cheap. So you don't have to just talk it all the time, right? You don't just have to say it all the time. You have the ability, and you should do it in your actions as well. So when you begin to act in that good way, if you begin to act in that, hey, babe, I love you, and you don't only say it, but you do it, your actions show that you are a trustworthy partner and all whatnot, then I'm telling you, your relationship will work. And that will intend increase intimacy, because if your relationship is working, intimacy automatically will be increased, will be added. So the next thing I want us to talk about is playfulness. You know, there's this thing, I was talking to somebody one time and they were like, oh my gosh, like you play too much. But I'm telling you, for your relationship to work, right? You need to be that person who plays. You need to be a jovial person. You can't just be so tight and, oh my gosh. The truth is, for a relationship, it's actually two mature people who play for that relationship to work. Because if you are this kind of person, you never smile, you no jokes, nothing, like you make everywhere so tense, right? Everywhere will be super, super tense. And I'm telling you that your relationship cannot even move forward. Why? Because, hey, you're so tight fisted, not just monetary. Like when I say you're just so, oh, I'm not smiling, oh, I'm not going to joke and all whatnot. You have to take a chill pill, right? Like literally take a chill pill, be happy, joke around, be goofy when need be, play, laugh, and do all kinds of crazy, silly things. And I'm telling you that it's going to be like one day at a time, and you will be so happy, super, super happy, that you know what, it's worth it. So you have to be playful. Don't just sit in there, oh, I don't take this rubbish from people. No, please, if you're in a relationship, be ready to take rubbish, okay? So just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you have to be all serious, frown, and say, oh, you know what, I'm not going to joke, I'm not going to smile. No, when you're in a relationship, be jovial, joke, play around, be goofy when need be, laugh, make merriment, let life continue. That's it, as simple as that. So that's it. For your relationship to work out, you must be playful. You have to be jovial with your partner. And besides, when you are playful, you laugh and you joke and all of that, you release stress. You know, life sometimes, life can give you some kind of lemons. You need to make lemonade with it. You need your partner to help you in doing that. So that's it, as simple as that. The next thing I want us to talk about, ways to make your relationship work out. Let's talk about acceptance and putting your past, like your past history behind you. Sometimes, like I said, life can be so tough that you may even lose value of who you are and who you are or what you are about. So why am I saying this? Like life in quotes, like you have to accept that life is a process. So if you are in a relationship, I always say this all the time, just because you don't have something now, it doesn't mean that you will never have that thing. You'll probably have that thing, which is even going to be way, way better. Right? So why am I saying that? I'm trying to give an example. Imagine, you as an individual, you are sitting there and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. You have to accept that your relationship, just because maybe your relationship is not where you want it to be, it doesn't mean that in your relationship you cannot attain where you're going to, or your dreams and your plans and your visions for your relationship. It doesn't mean you will never achieve them. You will definitely achieve them. It's just a matter of time. You need to put in that work in it. So you have to accept your partner, not only for who they are, but for what they are, where they are also going to. So if you are in a relationship with your partner and you want your relationship to actually work, it involves rather acceptance of your partner. Okay, your partner may not be that millionaire that you've always wanted. Maybe growing up, young girls, sometimes you have that ideal man in your mind, like, oh, I need to marry a millionaire. My husband needs to be super duper rich. So he is not rich the way you wanted him to, but he can afford your 3 square meals. If you want a snack, he takes you out, you want to go for a vacation and all whatnot. So you already have the basic things. You already have the basic stuff going on with you. So it's from you, it's up to you rather to be happy. It's up to you to be jovial. It's up to you to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm happy and all whatnot. So it's up to you as an individual and as a beautiful lady to be like, okay, I accept my partner for who he is. He's not where, or we are not where we want to be in a relationship. But you guys are definitely not where you used to be. So it's high time for you to get up on your feet, be a better version of yourself, accept your partner, push yourselves together to achieve and realize the goals. Like I said, it has to do with acceptance. And also remember that everybody has a past. Nobody has like a perfect or ideal past, because listen, most of the people that are special and unique and beautiful and amazing, may probably have a terrible past. They have a horrible past, or they have things in their lives that they are not proud of. Maybe some of them came from a broken home. They are not proud of that. Some of them, or they are not just happy because, oh my gosh, I grew up, I did not have a mom, I didn't have a dad, or I didn't have siblings. They have a lonely life. And just because now they're in a relationship with you, you have to accept them for who they are, who they were, and where they're going to. You should be supporting, a figure, a supporting person to realize that. So you should accept that, oh, maybe they came from this, and sometimes it has a toll that it plays on them because, hey, they are probably depressed. Maybe their mental health was somehow affected because of where they were before. So you have to accept them for that and be a supporting partner to them. So this makes me think, I'm not saying, some people think that because you're in a relationship, you should be able to just take their luggage or their baggage. No, don't do that. If you are in a relationship with somebody, you cannot take their baggage. You are not there to carry their load or their baggage and stuff like that. You're there to be a supporting partner. So if you maybe are suffering from some mental health challenges, or from depression or schizophrenia, and or whatsoever thing it is that you're suffering from, or whatsoever, it can be whatever, bipolar, whatsoever, you have to work on it. In as much as people are coming to your life, to make you be a better version, they're coming to your life to make you, be the best that you can possibly be. It doesn't mean that you should just sit out there and just be like a couch potato, more or so like, I think my wife should be picking up after me. She's not there to babysit you, or your husband is not there to babysit you. He or she is there. Your partner is there to push you to be a better version, in quotes. So you, first of all, have to be the highest person pushing yourself. So they are just there as a supplement. I always say this all the time over here. I say this all the time. I say this over and over. You have to be your own best and motivating person. You push yourself all the time. Push yourself all the time. Keep pushing yourself and pushing yourself and pushing yourself. When you get there and you get a partner, they are just there like the icing or the cherry on top. So they're just like the icing on your cake. Not, you should build that foundation for yourself, guys. So the next thing I want to talk about, that will make your relationship work out is, let's talk about positivity. If you are new to my channel, I say this all the time, you have to be positive. You cannot just come and you are like, oh my gosh, I don't care, and just do whatever. No, it's not going to work like that over here. We don't do that here. You already know that we don't do that over here. Positive vibes only. So if you are an individual, and most of the time you're always so negative, you don't really care, like whatever. No, you have to, as an individual, you have to be positive. Positive vibes only. Be happy. Shut and shun negativity. If you are in a relationship, you are like, oh my gosh, I don't think my relationship is gonna work. Oh my gosh, I don't think this guy is good for nothing. Oh, I'm not good for anything. It doesn't matter what they give you. It does not matter who gives you whatsoever. You will still find it that that thing is not good enough for you. Yep. Your husband or your partner or your wife can buy you the world and give you. Just because you are negative and you are not contented with what you have and who you are, I'm telling you that you will not like it. You will not be grateful. You will still be negative. So negativity will stem other stuff out. So if you are naturally a negative person, it doesn't matter what they do. Somebody may give you an ocean of positivity, you will still remain negative. Remember that positivity is from the inside out, it's not from the outside in. So it doesn't matter what anybody tries to give you out there, you will still not be contented, you will still not like it, you will still not be happy. Why? Because that negativity is stemming from you inside out. So surround yourself. I know I always say this all the time. Surround yourself with positive people and stuff like that. Surround yourself with positive things as well. So for your relationship to work out, you have to be positive. You have to be optimistic, not just about yourself, but about your partner, about your relationship and where you are going to in life. It's just as simple as that. So another thing to make your relationship move forward, another thing that can make your relationship or will make your relationship work is actually honesty. You know, I say this all the time. If you are not an honest person, your relationship can't go anywhere, because honesty alone will give birth to other things like trust and all whatnot. So if I was going to talk about trust in another thing, but let's just combine them. So honesty and trust. So if you are an honest person, you are a loyal person to your partner, you're going to make your relationship work out. So if you are that person, you are so, like I spoke about positivity, you're so negative, and because you are not honest, or because your partner is not honest, hi mommy, happy Easter to you. So because you're not honest, and your partner is not also honest, and they are not loyal as well, I'm telling you that your relationship cannot work out. Why? Because when you are disloyal, you are not an honest person, your relationships will follow suit. This relationship is not only going to be your relationship maybe with your boyfriend, it's going to be the same thing with the ones you have with your kids. Because you're a dishonest person, you're not a loyal person and all whatnot, all your relationships will follow the same path and the same pattern. Why? Because of the act of dishonesty that you carry with you. So for your relationship to actually work out, to increase intimacy where your partner will easily open up to you, you must be honest. Honesty is something that cannot be bought. You cannot buy honesty, but it's something, when you are honest, if you are an honest person, I'm telling you that it's going to be worth it, because your relationship will be, follow that ability of you being honest. Your relationships will follow that, Thank you, mommy. You said, thank you, granny. Right on, I'm listening. I'm here. So that's it. So another thing for your relationship to work out is gratitude. One time somebody was talking about an attitude of gratitude. It was actually a pastor that preached a message about that. Some people most of the time are so grateful when external people do stuff for them. Actually, I know someone, he will give the world to people out there, but in his own home, he will never give that to anybody. But charity begins at home. You can never give what you don't have. If you are not a grateful person, if you don't have an attitude of gratitude to, the people around you, your family, your partner, you cannot take that attitude of gratitude to people out there. Those people out there don't even know you. They don't know you. They don't see you, when you are not at your best. They don't see you when you are all made up, you have your makeup on and all whatnot. Those people out there, they don't see you. They don't know you. So if you are in a relationship with somebody and you never appreciate them, they give you lots of stuff, buy you gifts, take you on vacation, and you never appreciate them, do you think that relationship will work out? Imagine if you are a mother and, for example, you buy your kids stuff and they never thank you. You go through a lot, right? You go through a lot to get those things. So if the person or the people you're buying those stuff for, if they don't appreciate you, you won't like it. So it's the same thing with you and I. If you are an individual and you are like, oh my gosh, you know what, you don't want to learn, you are that person who is like, okay, I'm not going to be grateful. I won't thank him. I won't thank her for doing the dishes. You don't thank your partner. Your wife or your girlfriend or your partner spends all her weekend cooking, cleaning, taking care of everything, which she should, but you don't say, oh, babe, thank you so much for cooking. Oh, this meal is delicious. Oh, you did a great job. Nobody will want to be in that kind of a relationship where you never appreciate you. Just opening your mouth to say a thank you is like someone is spending 100,000 francs to buy the thank you from your mouth. Somebody does all the things, right? It will not work out, right, mom? It's not going to work. So if you are there and people do stuff for you, you never thank them, not only in your words, the way your action also prove a point. Some people will tell you, thank you so much, but their actions are otherwise. Oh, thank you. You know, you will know that it's not from their heart. So it's going to really hurt, and that relationship is not going to work out. So today, I always say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. It's as simple as starting today. Maybe you listen to me and you're that person that, hey, you never appreciate anybody, your partner, you never thank them, you never appreciate them and all whatnot. Start today by thanking them. Hey, babe, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate you for doing the dishes. Thank you so much for, doing my laundry. Thank you so much for the food you cooked. Oh, I appreciate you for, checking on me. Those little things is like little drops of water, and those little drops of water make the ocean. It may seem like nothing, but if you try to start practicing it, I'm telling you that it's going to be so worth it. Super, super duper worth it. Yep. So another thing I want us to talk about is compatibility. In as much as some people say, oh, I don't care, I don't think that compatibility is any issue or anything. I'm telling you, my dear, being compatible with somebody, it means a lot. Imagine that you want to go, I always give this example, like it's like the most basic one. Imagine that you are trying to get into the medical field. It's like if healthcare is like something you cannot really guarantee your working hours, especially if you're a physician and all whatnot, and your partner is someone who maybe likes or is a very jealous person in quotes, and maybe because of your healthcare field, maybe because you are trying to be a doctor or medical practitioner or whatsoever, you dedicate all your time to school. And because of that, you don't want to have kids, right? You don't want to have kids during school. You don't want to have kids after school. You never ever, you just don't want to deal with kids. You want to dedicate all your life to the medical practice, And this person that you want to be in a relationship with, they want kids, they want a family and all whatnot. Come to think of it, is it going to work? It's definitely not going to work. Why? Because this person wants kids, wants a family, wants to settle down. But on your own side, you don't want it to be like that. So it's not going to work. You guys will not be compatible because you cannot even come to terms, or in terms, you cannot come to a conclusion about what you want. One person wants kids, the other does not want kids. It's not going to work. So if the other person who wants kids should probably not want kids for that to work, because one person will bury their head and their mind and everything to school. The other person will not. It's as simple as that. So compatibility is something that is very important. Compatibility is something that is very, like, it's a thought process. Like, you have to think about it. Are you compatible with this person? Maybe are you compatible with them when it comes to religion? Some people are out here, they'll be like, oh my gosh, when it comes to my religion, I can never compromise. I can never do this. Like a Muslim person, for example, hey, I will never eat pork. So if maybe pork should never come to my house. And you are there, you eat pork. Now, will that relationship work out? It's their religious or your partner's religious belief. They don't want pork in their house or in their pot at all. So what are you going to do? So you need to make sure you're compatible rather, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Some women will say, oh, my money is my money. I will never share my money with anybody. I'm not going to take care of any bills. My husband will take care of all the bills, and I'll go out there and hustle. So the guy is like, no, we have to share everything 50-50. Are you guys compatible when it comes to that? No, I'm not going to compromise for any reason. So you need to put all those things in place, guys. So another thing I want us to talk about is some people, most of the time, you have your ex, you have your past, some you are proud of, some you are not so proud of. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Life still continues with or without you being proud of your past, right? So For your relationship to work out, you don't have to keep bringing up your ex all the time. Oh, you're good for nothing. Oh, my ex used to do this, so he or she is better than you. You cannot keep bringing your ex, to your present relationship and compare them with your boyfriend or your wife or your girlfriend, telling them, or your husband telling he or she that, oh, my ex was better than you. Oh, you don't know how to cook. My ex used to cook really good. Oh, you are very terrible. My ex was this. If your ex was that good, why didn't you stay with them? Okay, so go ahead, put yourself together, and hey, stop talking about those people. X is for a reason, and X means bad. They are the back. So you don't have to keep looking back, just to prove a point. Move on. I always say this, there are better days ahead. So you can never, and I always say this, that you can never have a better yesterday. Yesterday is gone, forgotten, buried. Today is another day. Make good use of it. Be happy, joyful, celebrate, jubilate, and be happy. Do all the good things that you can think of, but definitely not talk about your ex with your present partner. So I want us to talk about let's talk about the give and take about life and of life and stuff like that. Okay, relationship, first of all, is about giving and taking. You give your partner your time, your money, your energy, your resources, and everything. So in return, you take as well from them. So why am I saying that? Why am I trying to, or what am I trying to say when it comes to that? Relationship is about giving and taking. For example, there are days that you will not be so good. There are days that you will be so good. So why am I saying that? Your partner will be there for you when you're not so happy. You may be downcast. There's something may be bothering you. Now your partner is giving, and you are on the receiving end. He or she is giving you that time, their energy, their resources with words. Oh, it's okay, it's gonna be okay. Let's go to the park. Let's take a walk to the mall. Let's go shopping. Let's take a vacation. They are giving you their time, their energy, their resources, their everything. Now it's you, from your own angle or from your own perspective, you have to sit and be happy, like, okay, this is what's going on. So let's make better choices, right? You be happy, make merry, yeah, life continues, right? Somewhere or something along those lines, it's the same thing. So life and relationship is about giving and taking. At one point in your life, you will either be on or at the giving end or at the receiving end. Either sides that you find yourself in, you're good to go. So if you are on the receiving side, you're good, because in as much as you are receiving, one day you will be, or sometime you will be the one at the giving side. Okay, so make sure, and I want to just put it out here very clearly, it's okay to give, it's okay to receive. If somebody is your person, in quotes, it's okay to give, receive from them. When they give you those kind words, nobody is a superman, nobody is a superwoman. Sometimes you think that, you know what, I don't need this. You may think that you don't need it, but you want it. Sometimes, with women, sometimes you'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to take this, I'm not going to do this. No, take it. If your partner is offering that to you from their free will or as a result of their free will, take it, receive it. That will not only make you happy, you will make them happy. Because, sometimes when, I always say this all the time, sometimes when you are the one coming from that angle of, oh, receive, 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 it's boring. Sometimes you want to be the one giving. Also, when you are the one giving, 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 giving all the time and nobody's giving to you, it makes you feel like burnt out, like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, right? So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Know that you are not only from or at that angle of giving. Sometimes it's okay to be given to, so you can receive. So I know I already spoke about trust, honesty and trust, but I want us to talk about lies telling. For your relationship to really move forward, right? You don't have to tell lies. Yeah, some people can be so annoying that they will lie for anything. There are some cheap lies that you lie about that doesn't even make any sense at all. Yeah. You lie about some things that don't even make any sense. For me, lies telling is something that you cannot even overemphasize. Like, you cannot just be telling lies in your relationship. Lies, they always say there's this adage. They say that 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner. You will always lie, tell lots and lots of lies, but I'm telling you that in as much as you tell all those lies, one day it will catch up with you. One day is definitely going to catch up with you. So if you are in a relationship and you want your relationship to work out, you cannot be telling lies. Lies telling. Before I just realized that, what, when you lie a lot, you have to tell another lie to cover the lie. So just tell the truth. If they want to kill you for the truth, good and fine. If they want to crucify you for the truth, good and fine. Life still moves on regardless. So that's just it. So another thing I want to talk about, for your relationship to really move on and really work and increase intimacy in your relationship and all whatnot, you have to do things together to bond. If you are with somebody and you never do nothing together, you're just there like a bag of salt or like a couch potato, you don't do nothing. I'm telling you, your relationship will not work out. Not at all. So for your relationship to actually work, you need to bond. You need to do things together. Go to the park together. Take a walk together. Spend time together. Watch TV together. Go to the movies together. Talk, chat, gist, laugh, cry together, laugh together. Like I always give this example. For example, there's this, there's this lady I met, and when I met her or them, when I met them, I never knew I would ever like be close to them because somehow, sometimes you always judge a book from its cover. It's either, wow, why are they like being proud? Maybe they're like hanging their noses or being something rude or authoritative or whatever, because you judge a book from its cover, definitely or obviously. So when you look at those things, you begin to say, oh my gosh, these things, this person, I don't think I can ever be cool with them. But with time, we've done stuff together. We cook together, we eat together, we laugh, joke, cry together, happy, and do stuff together. What happens? You realize that you begin to bond with them. I see you. You begin to bond with them. Why? Because you do stuff together. But if you don't give your partner an opportunity to do stuff together with you, you guys cannot even bond. It's okay to bond. So for your relationship to move forward or for your relationship to go to, another realm, you need to do stuff together. Cry together. It's okay, babe. I don't have money in my account. You guys laugh together. There's no money. Tomorrow, hey, babe, it's payday. You guys laugh, right? You laugh, you are jovial, you laugh about it, and life continues. That's what a relationship is, because when you go through ups and downs and stuff like that together, it makes your relationship grow. When you have nothing, now you have something, you guys will value each other more. When you begin to do, it's like you see the person in and out. When you do all those things together, hey, you begin to push the person like, okay, this was going to go on, or this was going on. You're happy, you laugh, merriment, and all of that. So it's always going to be as easy and as simple as that, guys. When you do things together, it makes you bond, you love each other, you appreciate each other, even though the person may be a drama person, that is still part of the bonding. So another thing, that I want to talk about that will make your relationship grow is definitely sex. Sex is not just an act of, just having sex like that, but it's like, should I say it's a chemistry, it's a process. So first of all, sex will always bond your relationship. Imagine you communicating, you're playful, your partner, you're laughing, you're jovial, you spend time together, in the ups and downs, you guys are together. What happens? You guys have sex. It's a bonding thing that you guys, okay, it's like a chemistry, or should I say love making? I should have used the word love making, not just having sex, because anybody can have sex. People have sex here and there whenever, but there's no bond. But when that love making is there, that chemistry, that process and all of that is there, your relationship will be like segmented, will be like, oh my gosh, this is what's up, kind of, right? So that's something that you need to do. I know I already spoke about, doing things together and all whatnot. One thing I would like to say is that will make your relationship really grow or move forward and increase intimacy in your relationship is actually praying together. It doesn't matter what religion you are, you can do stuff together. There's always this power, importance of praying together with your partner. Sometimes, people don't really need money sometimes. Prayer, I always tell people, prayer is not like, oh, come down, let's kneel down, begin to pray some kind of fire, thunder things. No. Prayer is just talking and communicating to God. Your partner may be going through some tough times. You say, okay, babe, let's pray. You tell God about it. Sometimes, or most often, it's like a weight has been lifted off your shoulder. It's as simple as that. It may look so simple, but it is a very difficult and hard thing to do. So why am I telling you this? If you are in your relationship and you want your relationship to move forward and all whatnot, I'm encouraging you. You need to pray together for your partner. You need to pray together with your partner. Pray for your partner even when they are not there, for the Lord to even protect them. Because imagine that you're in a very beautiful relationship. Before you know it, your partner was involved in an accident. Everything is down, ramshackle, everything is down the drain. What is going to happen? Your world will come crushing down. There are no perfect people out there, but both of you can make things work out together if you make up your mind that, hey, you know what, I've made up my mind that this should be what's going on. You can do that. Everything I say this, it always begins with a step, guys. This is a new week. This is a new week to be happy, to be jovial, to make merriment, to be joyful, and every good thing, that you can ever think of. Guys, I'm about to end this live stream. Thank you so much for coming on here. I really appreciate all of you. This is another new week. Make your relationship work. Make your relationship stand out. The things that you could not do before. It could be as easy as communicating. It could be as little as being positive. As being that person, you push your spouse or your partner to be a better version of themselves. Push them, push them, push them. I'm telling you, life is hard, but it's always, always going to be worth it when you push yourself to make better decisions, make better choices in life. Until next time, guys, it's always plenty of love from me to you. It's always amazing. It's always beautiful when we have this chit chat. Let me know if you have any video idea. Go ahead, leave me a comment. I'll be glad to read them. And it's always plenty of love from me to you. Remember that you're beautiful, you're amazing. And you watching me, you are the beauty of Christ. This new week, like I said before, it's a new week that you should go out there, hustle, win, do something good. Make those better choices in your relationship. Make your partner feel loved, make them feel they are worthy, make them feel they are wanted, and all the good things that you can ever think of, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Easter. Enjoy your Easter day. Enjoy the beginning and the rest of the week. This is a new month. This is actually the first Sunday. Enjoy this month, guys. I wish you guys all the best that you can think of, all the amazing, beautiful things that you can ever imagine, ask, or even phantom. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for coming on here. It's always plenty of love from me to you.